Hi, everyone. How are we all? Is it me or is there nobody there? Am I on my own?
I'll just take it.
Oh. Won't take it personally. Hi, Alison. Oh, that has been done for you, my dear, by the way. It is all packed. Ready to go.
All cuttered up.
Yes, he's cuttered it all up. Hi, Tracy.
Oh, my computer's going slow.
Hi, Wendy. Great cakes tonight, Wendy. Hi, Jen. God, I've got really cold hands. I'm sitting here with my chin in my hands and it's really cold. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Millie.
Kari's on YouTube.
Oh, hi, Kari on YouTube. Oh, sorry. Should I not say that out loud? Are you working, Kari? Sorry. Hi, Louise. Making bunting. Well, this is the perfect time, isn't it, to say in the UK, we have now pretty much all started our long Jubilee bank holiday weekend, which means there is no work on Thursday and there is no work on Friday. And if you're lucky, no work on Saturday or Sunday. Hi, Doris. Hi, Christine. Hi, Diana. Hi, Ali. Hi, Polo. So I'll just take this opportunity to tell you that as far as the Scrap Lab goes and work-related issues with this, the shop's obviously going to be open. Can't do any posting till Saturday because post office is shut. But I'm going to be kind of stepping back from social media a bit for the next couple of days for no other reason that if we don't get things sorted here, there's not going to be anything going forward. So we've just decided we've both got a couple of days off. Well, Mark's got a couple of days off. So I'm going to make him work because I'm nice like that. So don't be surprised if we're not intending to respond to any sort of queries over the next couple of days, just so that we can get everything sorted out. We will be around for emergencies and such like, but there certainly won't be, much response going on from that point of view. Hi, Sue. Hi, Linda. Hi, Renee. So, if you're not in the UK, basically everything's shut until Monday. That's the bottom line. Because we've got a little celebration going on. And on Friday, our family is having a nice little afternoon tea at my dad's house. And then on Sunday, Mark and I have been invited to a lunch at one of our favourite local villages where we have the crop. And we're going to be spending some time with some lovely people and celebrating the Jubilee then as well. So I'm going to spend the next few days taking lots of photographs so that I can put them in this book. So tonight, I think we can get 2 pages done. Hi, Rebecca. Hi, Chloe. Hi, Trish. Hi, Elaine. So what I want to do tonight is I'm calling this page 1. Now, we've made the backs of our pages, obviously, but this is page 1, and page 1 has an insert that pulls out. Okay, so that's what I want to do today. So we're going to make this pocket, and we're going to make this insert that pulls out with these lovely little flaps on here. Okay, so nice and easy, very simple little insert. So we're going to make that, and then I'm hoping that we're going to have chance to make this as well. Now, in terms of kits, by the way, I'm done now. If I've contacted you, you've got one. If I haven't, I'm afraid I'm out. But I do have some embellishment kits. Now, normally, I wouldn't dream of selling embellishment kits separately to the books. But I ordered enough embellishments hoping that I was going to get double the number of papers. And, of course, as you remember, they sold out, bless them. So that means that I've got a few embellishments left over. I don't know how much they are yet, but if anybody does want one, just drop us a line and I'll pop you on the list. Okay. Right. So that's what I want to do tonight. And I've got something else to tell you, which actually is the best news of all.
It is.
This is our glue. If you bought it from us before, you'll know that it comes in these cute little round bottles that are just ever so slightly too big to put in our pizza boxes. The big day for the Queen, I think it's Friday. Friday and Sunday are the big days, are they not?
Oh,
I think Friday and Sunday are the biggest days. Right, so yeah, so we have our wonderful glue, which is in these round bottles, which are just ever so slightly too big to fit in the pizza boxes. Anyway, a terrible thing happened, and I was down to my last bottle of glue until my order arrived. Look at this. First thing I did, wrote to Sticks 2 to my rep there, and I said, oh my goodness, I am so happy. Look at the glue. Anyway, there you go. That was the highlight of my couple of days. Right, okay, so let's get started. What we'll do first of all, I think, is we'll cut the pocket. So what I've got here are 2 pages that we made last week, and I've got the backs. I haven't decorated mine because I'm useless. You'll find out what I've been doing in due course. I can't tell you right now, but I have been working on something which is now sorted and done. So I've got these 2 pages here, which I will decorate at some point. But I want to make the big... the Saturday is the proper day. Oh, well, there you go. Didn't know that. Yeah, but do you know what, Wendy? I knew you were going to say that. Yeah, I know, it crossed my mind as well. But no, that's not what the good news was. Although, Mark, we did say we could get some stickers done, maybe. Anyway, I digress. So what I want to do first of all is work on one of these, and I want to make the big pocket that goes on first. So we'll just cut that first because that's a quick and easy job. So if you grab your trimmer, I want you to cut. Oh dear, Mark's crashed. I want you to cut one at 5 by 9.5 inches. So one at 5. Oh yeah, it is tomorrow. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I give up. It's sometime this weekend. Although her birthday's soon as well, isn't it?
No, 6th or something.
I don't know. I've no idea. Okay, so now I'm going to get my scoreboard. And I'm going to get my little tool. And I'm going to score on the 5-inch side. So that means 5 inches is at the top. And I'm going to score on the 5-inch side at 1/2 inch. Okay. Then I'm going to turn it around 90 degrees. So I'm scoring on the 9.5 inch side. And I'm going to score at 1/2 inch. And I'm going to score at 9 inches. So this is just a really simple pocket. We've made a lot of these before. Okay. Dead simple. Right. Grab your scissors because it's time for a little bit of kinky mitering. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut off these squares here. So I want you to snip up to where those 2 score lines intersect. Change the angle of your scissors. Have we got any newbies in the house? Because we call this kinky mitering because we don't just miter straight across. Okay, we go up to where those score lines intersect, then change the angle of the scissors and cut so it's got a bit of a kink in it. And the reason that we do this is so that when we fold it, we don't have any bulges. Because sometimes if you go straight across for some reason that I'm sure is geometrically valid that I have no idea about, you get a bit of a bulge where they overlap, and we don't want that. So I'm going to burnish these edges like that. I'm going to get my page, and remember now I'm working on the front of mine. It's entirely up to you. You know which way around you do it, but I'm going to work on the front of my page now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some glue onto that flap like that.
Yeah, tomorrow is indeed the main part of the formal celebrations.
Tomorrow? What's going on tomorrow?
Trooping of the colour.
Oh, is it? Oh, well, you're sorting out the stock room. Sorry, dear.
Oh no.
No, Jen, she has 2 birthdays. She has her birthday, and then she has her official birthday, which I think is the anniversary of the coronation, is it not? Which would be the 12th of June, I think. Is that right? So you're not far wrong, Jen.
And she was actually
Coronation was the 2nd of June.
She was actually born on the 21st of April.
Oh, I don't know. It's a 4-day weekend. That's all we need to know. Although I am looking forward to watching the concert.
Yeah, it's the second Saturday of June.
So, and that's her official birthday.
No, her official birthday is 21st of April.
No, I don't think it is.
Oh, that's what it says here.
No. I mean, I don't think that's her official birthday. I think what they call her official birthday is the anniversary of the coronation.
Okay.
Then there's a birthday. Do you think she gets 2 lots of presents? Anyway, sorry, I digress. So I've stuck this pocket, but the opening is actually facing the same way as our opening that's going to fit onto our hinges. Okay, so that couldn't be easier. Okay, so you can go off and decorate that up. But what we need to do now is we need to make the insert that goes into that pocket. So, trimmers again. I want you to cut one. Now, I know these are odd sizes, but just trust me. Absolutely no idea, Chloe. None whatsoever. All I know is I'm having a cream tea on Friday and I'm having a glass of wine on Sunday. And I don't drink, so that could be fun. Right, okay, so, yeah, bear with me on these sizes. There is a good reason for it, even though they're a little bit odd, all right? So I want you to...
That's which side you stick the pocket.
Right, okay, the pocket needs to open to the left. So this is my page. This is the back of my page. I've got my opening here that is going to attach to my hinge. And then my pocket points the same way as my hinge opening. So it points to the left. Okay. Why June the 12th is the other one? If she ascended to the throne. Or no. If she had...
It's the 11th, the next one. It's the second Saturday.
No. Right. Jen says, Google says she's born April. Okay, right, so that's a birthday. But June the 12th is the other one, which I think is her official birthday. But is it June the 12th or is it June the 2nd? Because
it's the second Saturday, it says, which is the 11th.
Well, I'll tell you, there's a very, not that I like to remember this particularly, but on the 11th of June, it will be 20 years since I went to live in Germany. There's a date to remember. Anyway, did that answer your question? Sorry, I'm all over the place tonight. We're just not going to get on very fast with this at all. Okay, so, right, now we're going to cut the insert. So I want you to cut one at 6 3/4 by 8 1/4. Now, remember, if you're in the UK or you're using one of my kits, the A4 width is 8 1/4 inches, so you don't need to worry about that. You can just ignore that bit. So I'm going to cut one at 6 3/4. Okay. Right. Then I'm going to cut one at 7 1/4 by 8 1/4. Oh, well, that's logical, Louise. Oh, for goodness sake.
It says here on the BBC that her second birthday is the second Saturday of June. I don't know.
But happy birthday for Saturday, Elaine. Let's just focus on that.
Yep.
So,
who knows?
Do you know what? Anybody who's following this class and isn't in it right now isn't going to have a clue what's going on. Mind you, I'm in this class and I haven't got a clue what's going on. Right. Okay, we've just cut the insert 6 3/4 by 8 1/4. Okay.
Get back on track.
Yes. Okay. So yeah, 6 3/4 by 8 1/4. Then we're going to cut one at 7 1/4 by 8 1/4. And then finally, we're going to cut one at 6 5/8 by 8 1/4. I hope this is right. We'll soon find out. It's only card anyway, isn't it? Right. Oops, I've broken Facebook. Am I still on?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you've just done all the inside.
Right. So I'm going to get my scoreboard. Now that first piece that we cut, that was 6 3/4 by 8 1/4, we don't want to do anything with that. So I'm going to put that on one side because I don't want to do any scoring on that. The next piece that we cut that was 7 1/4 by 8 1/4. I want you to score on the 7 1/4 inch side at 1/2 inch. So in theory, that space should be, that's a relief, the same as that space. And then finally, this last piece, which was 6 5/8 by 8 1/4, we're going to score on the 6 5/8 side, so that's at the top, and we're going to score at 1/2 inch. Okay, right. Those two score lines that we've made for the flaps, if you want to just fold on those and then burnish them.
You're a little bit out of sync then.
I'm always out of sync. Oh, here we go. Jill says it's because a previous king was born in winter and they didn't want everyone out in the winter getting ill, so they decided to have an official birthday in June when the weather would be better. So it's absolutely zero to do with the Queen.
It's to do with the people.
God, I tell you what, have you ever heard of anything more flipping British?
Oh, I need a cup of tea after all that.
I need a cup of tea. Well, I always need a cup of tea. Okay, right. So this short piece with the flap, that is our front. Okay, so that is this bit. So I'm going to hold this the way that it goes together, even though it might not make much sense. So I've now got this piece, which is the shortest piece, in my hand, and I've got the flap on the right hand side. Hi, Candice. She was crowned the 2nd of June. She was born the 26th of April. Her official birthday is the 2nd Saturday in June. She actually became queen in 1952. Yes, she did. That's true. In February.
That's 70 years.
Yes. The Queen has 2 birthdays. And it's too cold in April for the trooping of the colour. George II in 1748. His birthday was, oh, for goodness sake. How British is this, honestly?
Apparently, the Queen's birthday is trending on Google.
Is it? What, seriously? Honestly? Have we broken the internet? Oh, you silly boy. I think we should just call a day on this class because it's just getting nowhere. And I'm distracted anyway. Right, okay. Right, so what I want to do is I've got this flap on my right. We've got this flap on the right. And what we're going to do is we're going to glue this piece with the flap like that. And then we're going to glue this piece without a flap like that. So it's going to be a bit of an accordion thingy going on. All right. Well said, Jill. So this is the short piece. I'm going to open up that flap and I'm going to put some glue on it. Like that. Oh, I don't know what we're doing. Now I'm going to take this long piece with the flap and I'm going to put that flap to the left. And I'm going to pop this, the unflapped side, on top of that flap up to where the score line is, so that that folds on top of there like that. Okay, right, easy. Yep. Open it up that flap. Put some glue on that flap like that.
Yeah, a bit of a flap there, don't you?
I don't know what the heck I'm doing. And pop that on there like that up to the score line. That's not even slightly straight. Try again. I know I can't see what I'm doing. I've got my glasses on. Okay, let's hope that's straight. Yeah, not bad. Okay, so I've got my insert like that. And this is the bit that's going to slip into that pocket that we've just made. Sorry. Mark says I'm not allowed to mention the fact that I'm watching some news at the moment.
You're not allowed to.
I'm not allowed to mention it, but I think we all know what I'm watching the headlines for. So I'm a little distracted. I apologise profusely. Okay, right. So that is the insert put together. But what I want to do now is make these two flaps that go on the front, okay? Now, as it happens, the flaps are exactly to fit a 6x4 standard size photo, okay? So they've got a little bit of a reveal round. So we're going to make these with those pesky 1/8 of an inch extra bits on there. So these flaps are going to be 6 1/8 by 4 1/8, but we need to make the flaps, so that's going to add a little bit extra on there. Okay, so that's why they're those strange sizes.
Yeah, Jen says verdict at 3, and Tricia says it's on at 8.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I've got BBC News on, and well, no, it's GMT, not BST. That's why we got confused because we couldn't find it at 7.
Why would they put it on GMT?
I don't know. Nowhere in the world is currently on GMT, are they?
I would have thought so.
Anyway, moving swiftly on, I'm going to cut my flaps now. There you go, Lorraine. I'm going to cut my flaps. I want to cut my flaps at 6 1/8 by 4 5/8, and I want 2. So 6 1/8, and I've explained why it's silly sizes. 6 1/8 by 4 5/8. If anybody's stuck on 1/8 of an inch, there is an absolutely magnificent explanation diagram pinned to the top of the Paper Scissors Story group, done by Diana, and it's absolutely fantastic. So if you get stuck with your 1/8 of an inch, I absolutely recommend you go and have a look. Okay, so what we're going to do next. Those don't look the same size. Oh, they are. What we're going to do now is we're going to score on the 4 5/8 of an inch side at 1/2 an inch. Okay, and that's the same on both. So we're scoring on the 4 5/8 of an inch side at 1/2 an inch. All right. So I'm going to put my scoreboard away. Take a quick glance at my phone and BBC News. Nothing to report. Oh, no, nothing to report. Fold on my flaps.
She said that's a big flap.
It is a big flap. I like a big flap. It goes with my big boner. They match. And I'm going to burnish those like that. Now, if I grab my insert, I am putting these flaps onto this short one at the front, okay? This one that's slightly narrower. And I'm going to put this one at the top like that. And I'm going to put this one at the bottom like that. So the best way to do this, click the play button at the top of the page. Hold on. Oh, man. It says we're streaming. To watch, click the play button at the top of this page.
What are you doing there?
I'm on me. Oh, I don't know. I'll just read it. Okay, so I'm going to put some glue. Oh, something's happening. I'm going to I'm going to put some glue on the top of the flap there. And I'm going to stick this directly on the very top here. It should fit exactly side to side. And it's going to go right at the very, very top. Okay. So I've got my flap, this big flap, and then I put my little flap on the top. Okay. Now, this is important we do that one first because that is going to form the basis for the other flap. So in theory, if we line up this flap on the bottom, it should nicely fit there like that, so that, oh geez, I'm good at this. God, sometimes I amaze even myself. Right, so my two flaps meet in the middle. Oh, talk about a work of art. Okay, so this, once you've decorated it all up, is going to fit. That's not it. Where's my pocket one? Here it is. So this is going to slip into my pocket like that. Okay, and it fits a treat, even though I do say so myself. So that is page 1. You can decorate that up now. There are lots and lots of pictures online of how I've decorated mine. So if you go into our OneDrive, you can find the link in, what's it called? Mini books and how to find them, which is a post that is pinned to the top of papers. This is a story. If you go in there, look for the Jubilee book, click the link, it'll take you directly to where we store all the information. And there are all the photos that I've taken of the book in there. Okay. Oh, 5 minutes. Right. Okay. So now we've done that, I think we should carry on and I think we should do the next page, which is just a very simple waterfall. Now, I will say that before you stick your waterfall down, you are going to need to put your pattern paper on first. Now, I haven't really thought if the winner will then play the winner. Ah, that's funny, Jill. I like that. Yeah, I'm watching. I'm watching BBC News. I don't know what. Oh, there we go. I can put it on now. Hang on, I'll just shut them up. Oh, Judge isn't in yet. Okay, right. So what I want to do now is the waterfall. And as I said, what you're going to have to do before you put your waterfall on is actually to decorate up this one page. Now, I should have thought this through before I did this, because I haven't decided what papers I'm going to use yet, but I really, really, really want to decorate this book and not just leave it blank. So just for 2 seconds, because I think I know what I'm going to use, but I haven't really decided. I'm going to leave you for 2 seconds. Mark's going to talk to you, and I'm just going to go and grab some paper. Hang on, I'll be right back.
Hello, everybody. She didn't warn me about this. Oh, Tim's junk.
All right, I've got it.
Oh, she's coming back. Don't worry. Just as I moved over.
Sorry.
No. No jokes. She's come back.
You can tell a joke. Right, I said last week that I wanted to use some photographic paper. I'm going to use this one, which is, I think, a last year's one from Michael's. So if I just get rid of those, let's see what I'm going to put on there. The flaps. The flaps, these flaps. One goes at the top and one goes halfway down. Okay? Right. So let me just, we all know this is what takes the time. I'm not quite sure how that's autumnal. I should have looked at this before I got it. It wasn't quite what I was expecting.
Oh.
Okay, there's no cutter parts in it.
Oh dear.
Oh, that's because I didn't look to see what it was. My bad. Okay, it's not what I thought it was. I've got nobody to blame but myself for that one.
That's unusual for you.
All the judges coming in, stood up. Everybody stood up. Right, so I'm going to cut this first. So it is 7 by 8.5, I think. Yep, 7 by 8.5. So let's cut that out. Oh, there's no the things that you read.
Subtitles.
That's the one. 7 by 8.5. Why? What are you on?
CNN.
Can you find it on my phone? Can you find it for me, please? Find me one with subtitles.
Are you going to Saturday?
No. Right, okay. So that is going to put on there, I hope, yes. Oh, do you know what? I wasn't sure about photographic papers when I first saw them. I thought, I don't know. But when we made Bloom Street all those years ago, I used photographic papers for the one that I used in class, and I love it. In fact, I found it the other day when we were sorting out some books. And I still think it's really nice. I quite like using photographic papers, I have to say. It gives a totally different feel to a book. Okay, right, so I have to put that on before I put my waterfall on. So I'm going to grab my trimmer.
It's not the,
And now I'm going to cut 8. I need 8 of these. I need 8 at 6 1/8 by 4 5/8. So 8 at 6 1/8 by 4 5/8. Why do you think he's not there?
well, he's in this country, isn't he?
I know he is, but do you not think I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so we're cutting 8 at 6 1/8 by 4 5/8. So that's 8 at 6 1/8 by 4 5/8. So you found it yet? Because I'm getting like withdrawal symptoms here. A hold up, Jen says. What, in the verdict? Do you know, this is laughable, really, because I just really couldn't give a toss about celebrity. It's just not something we've ever taken any notice of, is it, really? No. But this has fascinated me, I have to say. Right, does anybody know where I've put my embossing tool thing?
No.
Me neither. There it is. Okay, so judge sent the jury back to decide punitive damages for each count. Oh my God, no. Oh, we could be forever. Right, okay, so we're going to score. These are all exactly the same, all 8. We're going to score on the 4 5/8 inch side, and we're going to score at 1/2 inch. Okay, and that's the same on every single one. Now, if you are into rounding your corners, then you can round these, but round the two corners that are opposite to your score line. Okay, so my score line's going down on the left hand side here, but if you want to round these corners here, that the ones furthest away from your score line.
And they're going to probably fill out some forms.
Oh, jeez. It's going to be a long day, night. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fold on all of those score lines. Well, at least it means we can focus. So I'm folding on all of those score lines, and then I am going to burnish them. Okay. One, two, three, four. Thank you, dear. 5. Oh, that was 6. 7. 8. Okay, so I know. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our waterfall on. We're going to start it towards the top. I've done it about 1/4 of an inch, but looking at it, you could get away bringing it down a little bit more. But the way that we put it together is we glue our first flap on, and then we line the next flap with the bottom of that flap there that we've attached to the page, okay? And then we go on through each of them. Now, whilst I'm here with the book open, I'll just say that if you're making this to use as a book, it doesn't matter about how you put your white photo mats on, because you're going to put photos on, so it doesn't matter. But if you're making a book just for the love of making it, how you put your photo mats on is entirely up to you. I just wanted something with a bit of a change, so I cut mine in half, some of them, and then the rest I just kept at 6x4. You get the idea. You can do whatever you like. When you're decorating it up, I would also say that you need to remember to cut some pieces of pattern paper to go across the flap here. I've actually chosen to use the one that is the same as my backing paper because I think it looks less in your face. Would that be fair to say? Mm-hmm. So that is what we're going to do next. Okay, so here's my page. For me, because this is going on the front, it's not a pocket at the bottom. It's just a regular waterfall, no pockets. So I've got my page. Mine's got its opening to the left-hand side because this is a front page for me. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to put some glue on to that flap there like that, and I'm going to center it side to side, but I'm going to bring it down maybe about 1/2 inch or so from the top. Okay, so you can see there that my first flap is on, needs to be straight. Okay, so that is my first part of my waterfall. Now, it's really easy from this point on. So I'm going to open that up. I'm going to pop some glue onto the flap of my next one. It's gone quiet. And I'm going to use the bottom here as a baseline for me to put my next flap on. Now I'm just going to line it up and just make sure when I put that down that it lines up so it's straight, okay? Just put that there like that. Make sure that it's still not straight. Make sure that that's straight. Okay, and now I've got 2 parts of my waterfall on. Open up the next one. Put some glue on that flap. And it's the same procedure. Again, oh, got an itchy chin. So let's pop that, using that as my base. Pop that down, make sure it lines up. Okay, happy with that. And so on until we have got all 8 pieces on. Trying to figure out why this is straight on one side and not the other.
To make it look unique.
Okay, next one. That's the straightest one yet. Next one. Pop that on there. That's totally on straight. It's better. So what I'll do tomorrow is we'll have a thread in the group which you can pop any photos on that you want to of your Jubilee celebrations, because it will be nice to see what everybody's up to over the weekend. So if we can keep the photos to the one thread, that would be amazing. And I'll pop that up so that we can show everybody what we're up to. So if you're not in a country where you're celebrating the Jubilee, then you can still take part and see what we're all up to. Right, last one. There we go. Okay, so that is my waterfall. This will go down. It just needs to kind of think about it a bit. But once we put our pattern paper on, or whatever it is that we're going to put on there, those will start to sit down properly. So we've now got 2 pages done. We've got our page 1 and page 2. So next Wednesday we'll come back and we'll have a look at page 3. Let's have a look and see. I can't even remember what page 3 is. Page 3. Yeah, we should get that done. We might get page 4 done as well. Why not? We'll have a go. So this week, what I want you to do is finish off your decorating up to this point. You can decorate your waterfall and your pulley outy thing here. If you're not doing anything tomorrow evening, we are still going to be live in Crafting Together with All Brands with the bit of the folio that we didn't do last week. Apologies for that. Like I said, I'm going to be not really answering messages over the next few days because there's a lot. Got a serious amount of catching up to do. I know there's a couple of people who are waiting for invoices from me. I apologise profusely. So I need to get those done as well. And I just need to have a clean run at it. Otherwise, it's not going to get done, I think. I'll try not to be distracted by anything else, but I can't make any promises. Righty-ho. Okay, thank you ever so much, everybody. Is page 3 like page 1? No, it's not. It looks like it, though, doesn't it? Page 3 has got shorter flaps on it, but it's also got this pocket to the side, and then it's got a stacked pocket in here. So it's similar, but not quite the same. All right, so a very, very happy Jubilee weekend to all of you in the UK and Commonwealth. For everybody else, have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. We'll see you tomorrow, or we will see you next Wednesday. Take care, everybody. Bye.
Oh.